We were before His Excellency the President of the Republic of Uganda the whole of yesterday at State House Entebbe. In that meeting, we had almost 3 clusters of Banyarwanda. The first cluster was the cluster of Banyarwanda, but employed by government, directly and indirectly. Now that cluster included judges and other lawyers that are intermittently instructed by government to do works in its own interest. The second cluster was for Banyarwanda who are actually based in Kampala. That was the second cluster that are the applicants for an executive order. Now the third cluster was this cluster of Banyarwanda throughout Uganda, led by the chairman, who actually doubles as their representative to the Buganda Luchiko. So that was the audience that the president faced. Of all the clusters, it is only our cluster that was accorded a full 1 hour of presentation of our case. We are very grateful to the extent that the president gave us that opportunity. The Attorney General was part of the meeting, and all lawyers in his chambers were part of the meeting. I would like to take this opportunity to thank the Attorney General for not countering our legal opinion, but maintaining that his job is to apply the law as it is. It remained our job to continue pushing and persuading the government of the Republic of Uganda into amending it to a better law. So, we insist that the 1995 Constitution, particularly Article 10, was a violation of the legal standard on citizenship of Ugandans by birth, as set out in the British Protected Persons Order that was gazetted on 18th May 1934. This is the order. This is the only basis for citizenship by birth in Uganda. This is the order. I gave a full copy of this memorandum to His Excellency the President of the Republic of Uganda. By this order, if you are born in Uganda, you are a citizen of Uganda by birth. After 1934, therefore, the Constitution of Uganda providing for 1926 was a violation. It was a cancellation of citizenship, for which we are ready to go to court, for which we are ready to continue dialoguing, for which we are ready to continue sensitizing the whole countryside. The President of the Republic of Uganda gave a speech, and on page 9 of that speech, he supported 1926 by saying, therefore, in our constitution, this is the second paragraph to page 9, in our constitution making, we were right to say that the foundation category of citizen groups starts with the Kashangwire, in brackets Nansangwaho, or the originals of 1926 boundary. This is one of the other pieces of evidence that we are happy we obtained from government. That will beef up our case. Several other laws, the 1948 British Nationality Act, the Ugandan Constitution 1962, they are all a very clear basis that when you are born in Uganda, you should be a Ugandan by birth. Nobody has a right, not even the President of Uganda, to declare a person born in Uganda a non-Ugandan. that was contrary to the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, the African Charter on Human and People's Rights, and even the African Union Protocol against statelessness, to which all our signatures are embedded as the Republic of Uganda. Members of the media, we continue to tell Uganda that there are 5 clusters of Banyarwanda or Kinyarwanda speakers in Uganda. And all of them thought they were Banyarwanda until yesterday, when some were told that they are non-Ugandan. They don't know any other country, but they were told they are non-Ugandan. Now they are stateless. The first cluster of Kinyarwanda speakers, like the chairman has said, those from Ntungamo, Mpororo, and Kisoro. Those are the clusters that the president believes are the Banyarwanda in the constitution. So all Ugandans that speak Kinyarwanda all over the country, if this is not your area of origin, you are not Ugandans. And he gave executive instructions, what they popularly call the executive order, that go and apply for citizenship by naturalization. The order is coming. It will also be the final document we are waiting for in order to go to court. We will sue upon that document because it is illegal. It tells Ugandans born here that they should renounce the nationality of other countries which they don't know and do not have, so that they apply to be just registered citizens of the country, yet they are citizens by birth. So only Mpororo, Ntungamo, Kisoro, and we saw them clapping because they are the Banyarwanda. The rest of you are not. Number 2, there is a cluster of the 1930 influx of migrants and immigrants to Uganda. Their children are the ones now available. They were born here. The 1930 people were the beneficiaries of the 1934 British Protected Persons Order as citizens of these territories, that later on, when the territories became independent, became citizens of Uganda. But 1995 Constitution extremely anomalous and malodolously expunged them from citizenship by birth under Article 10. The other cluster are the 1950s influx. Those that were running away from bad tribal politics of Rwanda, they ran to Uganda up to 1961, before the declaration of independence. They also thought they were Ugandans by birth because they were born here. I am talking about parents and grandparents, because I wasn't born in the 50s. I didn't even know what happened, except that I have read. They have also, and these are the persons in Kiboga, Chankwanzi, Masaka, Ngoma, everywhere. The president said, you are not Ugandans by birth, even if you were born here. Go and apply for naturalization as registered citizens. The 4th cluster, those that ran away from Rwanda in 1994 after the genocide against the Tutsi. They are in Uganda, everywhere in Kasanda. They thought they were Banyarwanda, but the law does not recognize them as Banyarwanda. That is correct, and we support that idea because they ran away with the nationalities from the Republic of Rwanda. Those can apply for naturalization and their children, because indeed they are not the Banyarwanda in the constitution. But the president has put everybody from 1930, they all are seen as the 1994 refugees. Same category. So those who are there speaking every other language thinking you are Ugandans, no. You are refugees without registration. The final one are those Banyarwanda or Kinyarwanda speakers, but who are the subject of intermarriage with what the president calls indigenous groups. What do I mean? You were Munyarwanda because your Munyarwanda father produced you from a Uganda mother. You are the subject of intermarriage. For you, you are Ugandans. So the only Ugandans are the Ntungamo, Mpororo, Chisoro, and those that are intermarried. Those are only Ugandans within the interpretation of the executive order that is coming and the position of the president. So that is why we continue, like the chairman has stated, to do the following. Number one, we appeal to the president to change his stance on Banyarwanda in Uganda, born in Uganda. Allow them to be the Ugandan citizens by birth as they already thought they are. And the law gives them the background of citizenship by birth. Number two, the president directed the Attorney General to go and read further. The two reports that we cited, the report of the Human Rights Commission, Uganda Human Rights Commission on statelessness, and the parliamentary report. We cited them and said, Mr. President, take care. Successive governments have been chasing these people. When we look around, the governments themselves have gone. Just take care. The president has promised another meeting, specifically now with us. Mr. President, we are asking for an expeditious preparation and arrangement for our meeting. We even appeal to you that please don't produce that executive order. But even if you produce it, it will still be our enriching document for a court case. Because it is addressing a matter of citizens as if they are not citizens of Uganda. Mr. President, we are going to continue traversing the nooks and crannies of the country because we must sensitize our people. Our people cannot apply for naturalization because on the online application form, they must fill the NIN numbers of the other nationality they are renouncing. These people were born here. The only origin they know are the wombs of their mothers. Those are not countries. They are just wombs of human beings. They are citizens of Uganda by birth. If you want them to cite NIN numbers of wombs or any other parts where we are clear they came from, Mr. President, that is not a governance correctness. We appeal to you, change your stance, or we continue with our crusade. Now it is going to be a crusade reloaded, Mr. President. We are ready to die for it because it is the correct thing to do. Thank you very much.
Mr.